I want to talk to you about new information about business credit reports this year. I mean, we're giving you like updated hacks. So I want to really talk to you all about business credit reports, what they are, how to check yours this year. And so here's an overview I want you to pay attention to. So when we talk about business credit reports, we're not just talking about information about your business credit, right? We're speaking about information about your personal credit also, because depending upon the kind of legal setup you have for your business credit report might be tied to your personal credit, to your personal FICO score. So your business credit reports includes your business credit score and information about your company's debt payments. And we're talking about all kinds of debt payments, including your net 30 accounts. Your vendor accounts also. So business line of credit, business lines of credit, business loans, business credit cards, and so on and so forth. So when you think about the business credit report, I want you to think about a document that summarizes how well your company deals with debts. Simple as that. It includes your business credit score and information about your payment trends and account histories. So the chronology plays an important role here. So chronology, demographics, but also geography. So there are 3 major business credit bureaus, each with their own business credit reports. And you're not entitled to view your business credit report for free, the way you are entitled with your personal credit report. But the cool thing is, all information from your business credit reports is public for customers who pay for it, including both your company and others. So this is an important element to think about. So what I want to say is that when we talk about the business credit report, those 3 business credit bureaus include Dun & Bradstreet, which is actually the most prominent one, D&B. So they have a paid score. And you have also Equifax. Equifax has its own business credit report sort of a score. And then you have the same thing with Experian. So you have Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian. Pretty interestingly, TransUnion does not have a business credit score or business credit report section. So they are only focusing on individuals. So with TransUnion, you do not have a business credit score. So this is pretty interesting, because if you're trying to really see the correlation between your TransUnion personal credit score and your business credit score, there is no such parallelism. Now, let me really go a little more granular. So when we talk about a business credit report, we really need to understand that this is a document that changes all the time, and it doesn't matter where your business is located. It doesn't matter when your business is was actually incorporated. As long as you start having financial transactions with vendors, with stakeholders, with lenders, and credit card providers, they are going to report your data to the financial to those 3 entities that I spoke to you about earlier, right? So basically, when I talk about a business credit report, I want you to think about a summary of your company's history of borrowing money and paying it back, plus information in the public record. So when I talk about borrowing money and paying it back, this could also be a net 30 account. So a net 30 account, you're not really borrowing money per se, but you have a contractual obligation to pay it back. So if a vendor actually delivers, let's say, items to you, like goods to you, that vendor is expecting payment back. So that creates a contractual agreement that you have to actually satisfy, by paying it back. So it's important. And within 30 days or 45 days or 60 days, it really depends on the terms and conditions that the vendor has agreed on with you. So basically, when we talk about a business credit report, we have a document that includes details such as your business registration, your industry classification, how many credit lines you have, how much credit you are using, and how much you have available. That's an important element to think about. Your past payment history, including any bills that have gone to collections. You have liens, judgments, and UCC filings. So this is another element to keep an eye on. And business credit bureaus crunch this data to create your business credit score, which is really meant to sum up your business's creditworthiness for potential lenders, business partners, and other interested parties. Now, when we talk about other interested parties, prominent among that group is insurance companies. So insurance companies, they really pay attention to your business credit score as well as your personal credit score. So when you actually apply for a premium for a policy with them, they check you out too. I mean, they check out your companies as well. So when we talk about business credit reports, how are they used? Let's have a clear conversation about that. Now, business credit reports are used to evaluate the riskiness of your business, and this can impact you in a number of ways. So when we talk about the riskiness of your business, we're not just talking about lending. We're not just talking about a net 30 account, right? We're talking about things like insurance company, or you have a vendor who wants to do business with you, or let's say a stakeholder, or even an investor. Okay. So small business lenders, for example, will weigh your business credit score and credit reports as part of a business loan application. And this assessment really helps determine how much money they will lend you and what rates and terms they will offer. Other companies, such as suppliers, might check your business credit report before deciding whether to extend a trade line or another form of credit to you. And you can check the credit reports of other companies you are thinking of doing business with to get a sense of any risks they might present to you. So this is really great. So in general, you can get a business credit card based on your personal credit, which really makes it a good option for newer businesses to access financing. And even though business card decisions do not depend on your business credit, using one and paying it off on time can help you build your business credit. Now, we have situations where you can also get an EIN only business credit card. So if you are interested, if you say, you know what, my personal credit score is not really that good, right? I have a substandard credit, a substandard FICO score, so I want to really use an EIN only card. It's totally possible too. So what happens here is that you have to contact certain companies that specialize in issuing those cards. So those cards are usually kind of similar to a corporate card, and so the corporate cards require you to repay the balance in full every month. Okay, so basically you're not entitled to carry a balance, so you have to pay every month a balance, and the credit card provider will actually see whether or not you go by. You comply with the stipulations. If not, they will actually charge you like big time, like big fees. They will slap big fees on your account. Now, where do you get your business credit report? That's really an interesting question here. Now, you will typically have to go directly to the credit bureau to get your business credit report. So unlike what you have for personal credit scores, you do not have a centralized database, if you will, where you can get your business credit report. Your 3 business credit reports in a centralized manner. You don't have a single page where you just look at your Dun & Bradstreet credit reports, your Experian credit report, and your Dun & Bradstreet credit reports. No, you have to go to each agency separately to actually negotiate with them and actually pay, and so that you can have access to your data, your business credit data. And the 3 main business credit reports are Experian, Equifax, and Dun & Bradstreet. I'm just reminding you once again. And so they each have their own credit reports. They each have their own algorithm. They each have their own sort of data processes. And Experian and Dun & Bradstreet even offer credit monitoring services. And Equifax right now doesn't, as of the date of this show, doesn't have credit monitoring services. So, but Experian and Dun & Bradstreet do. So here is what you can expect from each company. So I want to first start with Experian. So when we talk about Experian business credit reports, what are we saying here? Well, basically, your Experian business credit report should include basic information about your business, like its owners, parent companies, and subsidiaries. It also notes any collections, liens, judgments, bankruptcies, or UCC filings that your business has faced in the past. And Experian's credit score reports cost about $39.95. So for that price, you will get a one-time view of your credit reports with a summary of credit and financial information. And this is kind of cool because you have information as detailed as possible. And you'll also get Experian's IntelliScore, its business credit score, and a financial stability risk score, which basically indicates how risky your business may look to lenders, but also all kinds of business partners. And for an additional $10, which is a total price of $49.95. Remember the price without this additional $10 was of $39.95, but for an additional $10, you can get information about specific payment history or UCC filings too. And Experian's credit reports and monitoring service, Business Credit Advantage, cost $189 per year. So this is something to consider if you're interested in that possibility. I want to talk to you about Equifax business credit reports. So like Experian, your Equifax business credit reports contains the information that's in the public record about your company. And when we talk about information that's in the public record, we're talking about information that's really pulled from various sources, various public sources, and like your business registration and any judgments, liens, or bankruptcies. It also includes an outline of your credit accounts with suppliers and financial institutions like banks and credit unions, plus an analysis of how your business is trending in terms of on-time payments and how it really compares to industry averages. And so you'll have to reach out to Equifax sales team to request a copy of your business credit reports, although getting your own company's reports is free. So, but the thing is, when you reach out to Equifax, you have to actually identify yourself and say, basically, you have to say, you're a representative of so-and-so company, and they'll give you the report for free. And Equifax does not currently offer small business credit monitoring, something that, as I said a little earlier, Experian does. And but the cool thing about Equifax is that they were really, really fast. They'll get back to you really, really quickly, especially if you already have a relationship with them on the personal side. In other words, if you have signed up with the Equifax credit monitoring on the personal side, they'll see you as a business, as a loyal customer, and they will get back to you a lot faster. And what we love about Equifax also is that in addition to the business credit report, even though they don't give you a credit monitoring service, they do have a credit analysis service that they might customize to you depending upon your specific industry. Let's talk about Dun & Bradstreet business credit reports. Actually, and those are actually the better known data reports in the industry. So Dun & Bradstreet differs slightly from Experian and Equifax. First, to get a credit report from Dun & Bradstreet, you'll need to register for a DUNS number, which is basically a unique identifier only used by that credit bureau. And Experian and Equifax generate business credit reports more or less automatically based on what lenders report to them, and you don't need to register your business with those bureaus. So that's the first part. That's the first part. The second thing is that Dun & Bradstreet's credit reports include a PAYDEX score, its business credit score, plus 3 other scores designed to rate a company's viability and likelihood of business failure or delinquency. And third, Dun & Bradstreet's credit reports include lawsuits. I mean, lawsuits are really, really important because you don't always see those in Experian and Equifax credit reports. And so lawsuits don't always show up alongside judgments and liens. So Dun & Bradstreet offers a multiple credit monitoring services. So you have a Credit Signal, you have Credit Monitor. So now when we talk about Credit Signal is free. I need to insist on that. So Credit Signal is free. Initially, this service offers access to your Dun & Bradstreet credit scores and ratings, but you can see those scores for just 14 days. After that, you'll only be able to see whether your ratings went up or down. And if you want to actually pay for it, then they'll give you access to the full data. And you also have Credit Monitor. So Credit Monitor costs $39 per month. And this service lets you view your credit file as often as you want to, plus get notifications when other businesses request information about yours. So basically, they'll let you know who is requesting information about you, so you know exactly who's actually not spying on you, but who's interested in your business credit. So this is kind of important, especially if you are planning on several contracts or several transactional agreements. Okay. And the cool thing about this Dun & Bradstreet Business Credit Reports is that it really covers the whole world. You know, this is really cool because the DNB is known globally, something that Experian and Equifax are not. You know, Experian and Equifax are known more in certain countries, especially the United States. But Dun & Bradstreet is a global name. So if you are dealing with any company anywhere, Dun & Bradstreet's reports are much larger in scope because they have the depth and breadth that you will need, and so you can see, for instance, how a business is doing in, say, Australia or South Africa, not just in the States. So this is really cool. Now let's talk about the free business credit reports, because when we talk about personal credit reports, of course we understand that they're free. You can get them once a year by actually going to a website called www.annualcreditreport.com. Okay, you can get that for free once a year or whenever you get denied for credit. That's totally understandable on the personal side. Now on the business side, do you have a free business credit reports? It really depends. So you're not entitled to view copies of your business credit reports for free the way you are with your personal credit reports, that's for sure. But there are a few ways to get a free peek at your business credit reports. And let me give you an example here. So what happens here is that Dun & Bradstreet's Credit Signal service lets you view a summary of your credit report for free. That's what I said a little earlier. But then you only get updates about whether your credit score has moved up or down. You can also access your own company's Equifax business credit reports for free. So those are the two cases, if you will. Those are the two instances where you can get some kind of a free peek into your business credit data. And so it's really wise to check your business credit reports every once in a while, so you can make sure it's accurate, especially before you apply for a business loan. But credit monitoring services likely are not necessary for most small businesses unless you have a specific concern. You may also have access to some of your business credit scores through your business bank or another third party you work with. So, and this can also be a net 30 vendor, for instance. It really depends upon what kind of transactional elements you are pursuing. Okay, for instance, let me give you an example. Bank of America business checking customers can view the Dun & Bradstreet delinquency predictor and small business financial exchange scores for free through the Business Advantage 360 online banking platform. So this is actually a perk that the Bank of America is actually offering to its most appreciated customers, and those are the customers who are in the Business Advantage 360 platform. So if you're interested in that kind of perks, then you might want to really think about banking with a company such as Bank of America. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I just spoke to you about business credit reports. I gave you the overview, and now I'm giving you the recap. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.